Are you feeling like a vet on this team now? I mean, when you look at the young guys coming in, Terrence, Quincy, Jonas, I mean, you've been here a few years. How much are you feeling like, I wouldn't say the old man, but like, I'm a vet. I've been through this before.
Yeah, because you start to see how it becomes like a cycle, you know, and you see new guys come in and, you know, you see dynamics of your team change and, you know, everything. It makes you not feel old, it just make you feel, I can't think of the perfect word for it, but it just make you feel like, you know, you've been here before and you know what to expect.
How much of a leadership role do you want to take on this year?
Definitely a big part because, you know, I know what to expect going into the season. You know, it's my second year under Casey. You know, we had a lot of ups and downs last year. And knowing what to avoid coming in this season, you know, that's what helps me with my leadership and being able to talk to younger guys and older guys at the same time to help me learn. So, you know, I'm definitely looking at it as a big part of me taking on that leadership role.
It's funny, during the first part of the off season, probably into the second round of the playoffs, May, we were hearing about how DeMar's like chained to the weight room and he's bulking up and he's like, if you were to say to the fans, hey, look out for this year with me because it's going to be different, what would that be?
It'd be everything, you know, not just one thing because, you know, this year I really just focus in on defensive end. You know, I watched the most film I ever watched, you know, just on myself and learning other players and learning, you know, the game of posting up, you know, a lot of little things that I probably wouldn't look at my first or second year to, you know, gain a lot knowledge to become a better player, you know, become a better student of the game, you know. That's one thing I definitely began doing because, you know, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, teaching yourself and learning new things instead of just, you know, going out there in the gym, just working out, getting shots up. You know, this summer definitely showed me it's more to basketball than just going on the court. You know, you got to teach yourself. So,
where did you get a chance to practice that?
You know, just listen to a lot of older guys. You know, a lot of guys came to me last season and, you know, just give me advice. You know, what they did, what they didn't do, what they wish they could have did when they was younger. You know, I don't want to be 10 years in saying I wish I should have did this my second and third or fourth year and I could have been better in my fifth year. You know, I want to be able to say, you know, my third year I knew I would do this, I did this wrong, I'm going to do it better the next year. So that's one thing I definitely took serious this summer. So,
how much did you talk to the coaches over the course of the summer to, I don't know, monitor things with yourself? How much did you get a chance to work out with coaches? I mean, it was different this year because we didn't have the lockout, so coaches could actually come and work with you. You could have contact with them. How different was that part of it?
You know, it was different because it was helpful at the same time and getting a better understanding what they want from you and what they want you to work on. But, you know, sometimes I really didn't have to talk to them as much because, you know, at the end of the day, I knew what I had to do and what I had to bring for the table, you know, this upcoming season. You know, it's a big year for the team, but it's a big year for myself as well. So I just try to better myself to where, you know, I come into training camp to where coaches don't have to tell me what to do. You know, I know what to do when it's on the defensive end or the offensive end. So.
Expectations, we kind of mentioned it before. We just had Andrea in here, and I asked him what he was most looking forward to, and he said playoffs. I mean, he had a taste of it in his first couple of years. You've never had a taste. What Brian's talked about it. Everybody's talked about it. I think Brian's word was accelerating the process. Everybody's talking playoffs. Talk to me about your expectations for this team and where you think they can get to.
You know, all of our expectations definitely playoffs. You know, I haven't been there, you know, and it's sickening going home and have to watch round after round, game after game, you know, and especially guys that I probably came in the draft with or guys I have a personal relationship with. You know, it's definitely tough to watch because, you know, you wish you still playing, you know, and, you know, I think that puts hunger in us all, you know, from the coaches to the players that have been here to make playoffs. You know, I definitely see it now when we in practice, when we in playing 5-on-5, that, you know, we can't let the next team beat us because we're trying to reach our goal, and that's to make playoffs.
Which of your buddies, either that you came into the league with or former teammates that were here with Toronto, have you talked to most about the playoffs and what it's like?
Sometimes I try not to bring it up. Sometimes
they bring it up with you, though, right?
They bring it up, and it's like, you get a drift of how serious it really is when playoffs do start, because the intensity changed, the intensity of the city changed, everything changed because there's only so many teams in the playoffs. So you focus on, and just hearing them talk about it, you definitely get an understanding. Right
now, there's no hockey going on. You know what hockey means to Toronto. How much do you guys feel like this is our time in the spotlight now?
It's definitely our time, because it's time for us to really show the city what we're about, and give them what they've been wanting. That's the playoff appearance, and to make noise in the playoffs. And once we get the city behind us, it's definitely to come in here and beat us. People try to make it seem like it's a challenge between me and Terrence. At the end of the day, that's my teammate, and we all push each other, and it's definitely good because he's learning. And I remember when I was a rookie going against players like Antoine Wright, Turk Lou, and just different Marco Bellinelli, and learning from them at the same time. At the same time, when I go out there, I know I'm gonna have to talk to him, help him on the defensive end, as well as he helped me, challenge me, and we challenge each other. So when we go out there on the court, nobody could beat us, because we push each other to the limits in practice. So play video games. I'm still a kid. I'm only 23. Play video games. At the end of the day, do different things with my family. When I be home, I may up and be like, let's all go to Knoxbury Farm or Universal Studios, go to an amusement park, go go-kart racing, little stuff like that. Just spending time with my family, doing little things I don't get to do when season comes, because I really don't get to see the family as much. So just little stuff like that.